Look at that wrap. Yeah. Digging the shirt.
Right on, man. Look at this, like a 90s time machine. This wasn't just for the video. This was actually the first time either of us have seen it
Right.
outside in the daylight.
It's been so rainy and nasty out here. We didn't want to reveal it out in rainy, cold, snowing weather.
Finally got a nice day. I'm glad we waited because now it's out in the sun.
I think it looks good.
Looks awesome. It's definitely going to be a hit. So we decided to do this video just slightly different than what we normally do. It's actually Wes's idea to just pull it out and get it out of the way right off the bat before we went back and kind of, you know, showed you how we got to this point, putting the wrap on and doing all that kind of stuff. So we got it outside. We'll go back later and start from the beginning how we got, you know, the whole thing on there. But before we do that, there's a couple people we got to thank big time for making this happen. And first and foremost, that's Dewey and Amanda Allison. So they're the ones that designed, printed the wrap. Dewey helped us put it on a little bit when he had time. But yeah, they hooked us up big time. So me and Dewey went together and we got the template and played around with the sizes, and then, you know, he ran with the idea. So I got to thank him a ton for, you know, pretty much making this whole wrap happen. And he has the YXZ template now. So if you got a YXZ, he has the template. We got the sizing correct off of this one. So anybody interested in a YXZ wrap, he's the man to talk to. His phone number is bottom of the screen. So yeah, big thanks to Dewey and Amanda for hooking us up with the wrap. Second, Clines Powder Coating in Toronto. I don't know. Let's come over here in the sun where the sun's hitting this one wheel over here, man. So Clines did the wheels, the front bumper, and the cage, and they've done some other parts for us too in the past. But these wheels are off the hook, man. They're flawless. They did a great job with everything, and that was really the first piece that we had made for this thing was the wheels. We did the white wheels and the pink rings, and then, you know, the rest was to come after that. So got to thank Clines Powder Coating also, and their number down at the bottom also. So get a hold of them. They have an oven big enough to do side-by-side cages now, so they can do full cages, wheels, bumpers, like I said, all that kind of stuff. So now that you've seen it outside and it's all done, let's go back and see how we got here. Oh, but first we have an intro now. We made an intro, so Gladman, send it to the intro. Alright, well, we're back. It feels like it's been forever since we uploaded a video, even though it's only been about 2 weeks, but it just feels like it's been way longer than that. But we're getting back to it today, and as you can see, we're going to be finishing up the 17, so pretty excited about that. The wrap's being printed right now as we speak, so he's going to drop that off here in a little while. And we got a lot of stuff going on today. It's freezing cold outside. It's like 20 degrees outside. We just stopped at the local hardware store, picked up the new Mr. Heater, so just to knock the chill off in here a little bit. But so like I said, the wrap's coming, and we got a little bit of a couple things to do on the inside just to button up the interior with the stereo, and just a couple little odds and end things to do, and then this thing will be done. Kevin's coming down. Kevin's going to put his unit in my garage because last night we finished up the cage. Well, everything structural on the cage on my machine, on my race machine, and we're going to be moving it out of Tim's and then putting Kevin's in so that we can start on Kevin's cage. But just for the meantime, he's going to be sticking it in my garage. So he's going to be coming down in a little while and dropping his unit off. Wes is coming down. Wes is going to give me a hand putting the wrap on and stuff. So got a lot of cool stuff going on today, and going to get right back to it. Well, that's everything pretty much buttoned up, and other than the front bumper, we got to throw a front bumper on it real quick. Wrap just showed up, and we're going to get ready to put it on. Pretty much ready to go. Got to introduce a new member of the crew right now, Wes. Wes is going to be with us for a lot of the riding stuff that we do when we go out riding. He's like my main riding partner, so you'll see him to come. He's also going to be the one that's wiring up all my stuff on my race machine too. So everything's pretty much ready to go. We're going to slam this front bumper on here and then get to cutting those pieces out on for the template for the rat, and we'll be on our way. Kevin's here to make a drop off. He's going to stuff this thing in my garage for now until we switch over. Take mine, bring mine back over here, take his over to Tim's. Got his seat mounted and everything chopped and ready for the case to come on. So.
What's up, guys?
It's an interesting looking golf cart you have there, Gladman.
You like that? It's convertible.
Yeah, that's what I used to. I mean, if it was mine, I would not just stick them on there, but for the sake of $2 bottle of alcohol,
Yeah.
fucking spray thing on it.
I'll run over there real
Now,
quick.
yeah, fluid, it just takes the wax and shit off.
Yeah. Definitely gonna put that. I talking about
I
this, like,
put my shit out on it.
put a sticker right on there.
I ain't never had one fail, but
Well, Dewey claimed that we needed some rubbing alcohol to spray on this thing to properly install the vinyl kit, so times when it pays to live right next to a Dollar General. It's a little time consuming. You know, you got to cut all these pieces out, just come on a big roll. But look at that. Stuff just comes on like a big roll, so it's all on just one big sheet, so it's all got to be trimmed out. So it's a little time consuming, but not too bad. Got a lot of the nose put on. Like I said, that driver's side's all done, and I think the plan is right now to maybe come back, pick a night this week, and get the garage warmed up and finish it off, so we can unveil it and call it done. Well, this is day 2 of what I thought was going to be a couple-hour job. Turns out it's taking a little longer than I thought. We're getting along though. We got one whole side done and almost the nose done. Just a couple pieces left. Get this side, just the door and back fender and stuff will be pretty much done. I can tackle that door on my own. Give her a shot. like way short back here on the other side.
Really short, yeah. This one fits better up top too.
Yeah. But what are you gonna do? I'm sure there's probably professional vinyl installers out there that could probably put one of these wraps on and just be flawless, but that's not the case in this garage. This is my first wrap. I mean, we've done race car bodies before, buggy bodies and stuff like that. This is my first side-by-side. My first side-by-side wrap. And the buggies and the modifieds and stuff were easy because they were just flat panels. So this is a little bit more challenging. If you got, you know, if you're installing a wrap that's like this one, and you have something really super busy like this, it definitely pays because you can't see it unless you come up to it and had a like a magnifying glass. You would never know that those little tiny slits are in there. It helps out a ton as far as. I forgot this side's got the gas tank cut out. I never even paid attention to that.
Oh, yeah.
Luckily it worked out though. Check out the stitches coming through.
Can't see it from here.
Huh?
Can't see it from here.
Check. You
gotta be right up on it. Oh yeah.
Pretty cool. Buffing that down, but I didn't. Because it probably would have just got weak. Probably would have cracked.
That vinyl went right in there.
Yeah. I don't think I'll have to worry about like the vinyl peeling. Kicking it high. I got time for this. Low snow.
Don't burn her up.
It's on. Beats the ticket for sure. I need to get the roller thing out.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that again.
Dewey hooked us up with a couple sweet tools to help us out a little bit. After doing this one, I'm already, like, I want to do another one.
You want to do another one?
Yeah, like I want to do another one because like now I feel like after all the stuff on this one, you know, all the stuff you don't, I don't know, I guess you don't know until you do one type deal. Now I feel like I'm ready to do another one. I probably would start at the front, right at the peak of the nose, and just work out all the way to the back, probably, or maybe to the door, and then start, you know, back here and go forward. It seems like it would work out. Get you on, man. Drive that 19 up. If anybody was wondering or didn't recognize the voice, it's because Wes is on the camera today. Kevin's MIA. I don't know where Kevin is today.
Hard to tell.
Yeah. It'll be tonight's Wednesday, so it'll be around Friday because we're gonna swap our units out. I'm sure it'll be gun-ho too, I bet. Knowing Kevin, it's not just going to be a drop-off, like a pick-up and a drop-off. I guarantee something gets welded onto that Friday night. It's not going to just leave there.
Yeah.
It's not just going to leave there and just leave it set until, even though we're going to go over on Saturday, he's not going to leave us. The old trusty heat gun from, what was that, episode 3?
3, I think.
3, yeah. It's old trusty heat gun.
Harbor Freight Special.
So I was good. This drill master is coming, he's been putting in work for us, for sure.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if anybody, you know, if you watched episode 3, whenever this thing was like just in the early, you know, just in the early stages. The whole back to the 90s deal is kind of, it really just kind of come from my pick of what I wanted on the wrap. That was basically because of 90s MX gear. I was kind of a 90s MX fanatic, so. And all the colors were pretty loud and vibrant back at the time, like all the Thor gear and Axo gear and stuff like that. So I didn't really just want to have some crazy, you know, paint splatters with no explanation. So we had to come up with, you know, something that kind of tied it all together. And I've always been into 90s stuff. I think it's pretty cool. So. Of course, hot pink was popular in the 90s, so it all started with the, you know, the V-lock rings, and then kind of went from there. Actually, the wrap is like way crazy. Oh, we're losing heat.
We're going down.
Good thing we're almost done. The wrap was actually not quite this loud in the beginning. It was just sort of like some paint splatters here and there and a little bit of checkered flag, and then once we started going back and forth, Dewey just kind of went nuts with it. I'm glad though. I mean,
Yeah, it turned out good.
I like it. It's cool. It's definitely. I told him in the very beginning that it's not my style, you know, like a bear, you know, like just plain white, and you know the 82 is kind of more my style, or always has been my style. But so he was kind of like caught off guard. He's like, you don't ever do anything like this. So it was like the crazier he got, the more I liked it. Pick a spot on the front and slap those ones on there, and that's it. Pretty cool. Pretty happy. Pretty happy with the way it came out. It was definitely wasn't as easy as I thought. I thought the other day whenever we started it that it would be like, well, I had all intentions of us like unveiling it, you know, making the video all in one day.
That day, yeah.
All that day. Now we're deep into the second day, and still probably gonna unveil it. It's not gonna be 100% done. So we'll probably get anxious, and still have to probably, you know, do some trimming and whatever. So whenever it pulls outside, it might not be 100%. It might be, I don't know. We'll see.
It's gonna have to be opposite, yeah.
Messing me up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so.